Back at you with another one. This time we got Monkey. Yeah, SH Monsterarts, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, Kong 2024, baby. Let's unwrap this sucker. Alright, so SH Monsterarts, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, Kong. From Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire 2024. I gotta just give a shout out to SH Monsterarts for another very well done box here. You know, and it's also the color scheme from Godzilla X Kong is just very nice with these pinks and purples and grays and whites. Awesome box. Got the Monsterverse logo, Bandai Namco, and then you have all of these logos here on the bottom. You got Godzilla, Kong from Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire 2024. Same thing on the other side with also a picture of the figure. Just the color scheme is really well done. And then on the back, Kong from Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire with 3 pictures here of the figure. And of course, the window to the figure is cut out in an X for Godzilla X Kong, which is very nice. You could look in and see the figure. Awesome. And then nothing on the bottom, but I love this box. You know, when you have a well done box like that and you make a good presentation, it shows that care went into the overall process of making the figure. So, yeah, these boxes are really impressive. I'll put it next to Godzilla's box later on when I compare the two of them, but let's get them out of there and get into it. Okay, so just to show you the packaging here, it's going to come in your standard clamshell. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of hands here, an additional head, and of course the axe. So that's how the packaging comes, and now we can get them out of there. Okay, folks, here we have them. Kong from SH Monsterarts 2024. So these are the accessories that it comes with. You get 4 sets of hands in total. You get the ones that he comes with, which are basically fists. You get these, whereas you know, they're like his knuckles. I guess you could use those for an all-4 pose. These are completely open hands, which you might be able to use for an all-4 pose as well. And then you have hands that allow you to hold things like the axe. And then you have an additional head here. It's an open mouth head. The one that comes on them is a closed mouth. So this is everything you get with it. I'm going to mess with them for a little while and then come back and review this. And we'll really dig into it, talk about them, compare them with some other figures like the 2021 Kong and the 2024 Godzilla. And yeah, so I'm really happy to have this guy. Right off the bat, I could tell I like it very much. It's a completely different paint job. You're getting a nice amount of accessories here. You know, I like the fact that they give you 4 sets of hands. That's dope. And an additional head and the axe. That's great, you know. Of course, it doesn't have the beast glove. That might be a point of contention for some people. I don't really care because I know that they're going to make a Kong with the beast glove. So, you know, he had 2 different looks in the movie. Before he got the beast glove, when he was rocking the axe, and then when he got the beast glove. So that's fine, you know what I mean? It's just 2 different looks. So I'm going to mess around with this guy and then come back and review him. Let's go. All right. Haters be damned. I really like this figure, especially after playing around with him and posing him a bunch of times, trying on every set of hand and a different head. Man, you know, this is so nice. From the sculpt to the paint job, to the articulation, to all the accessories, to all the different poses you can get this guy in with all 4 sets of hands. And you can mix and match whatever hands you want. You know, you could have a closed fist in one hand, grip hand in the other, and yada, yada, yada. So that's great that you have 4 sets of hands to choose from and to get them into different poses with. You have 2 heads, and an open mouth and a closed mouth. They're both very nice. I like the darker color on this Kong than I do for the 2021 Kong. I like that he's, you know, it's dark browns and black, and his beard is very gray, which, you know, clearly reflects his look in the movie. The SH Monsterarts Kong is very screen accurate. The eyes are really awesome on this, man. Damn, they make Kong feel like he's alive when you look at his eyes. I don't know if you could see that. Very, very cool, man. He looks like he's staring right into your soul. Awesome. So, yeah. This is very nice. Of course, he has the scars on his chest here from Godzilla. The paint job on this figure is just excellent. It's like really rich, chocolatey browns, blacks, and grays with a little bit of like a tan on the chest for his scars. Really, really nice. Of course, you have the axe, which is pretty cool. It's a little different than the axe of the 2021, but equally as nice. And yeah, this is just, I love the way the fur is done. I love the way his chest and his abs are done. His arms look brolic. He's a solid looking figure. And playing with Kong is fun. You know what I mean? And sometimes a lot of these people that are reviewing figures and complaining about, oh, they gave us the same figure as 2021, and you don't need to get that, and SH Monsterarts, blah, 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 blah. They suck the fun right out of collecting these figures. You know, you watch a video from these haters sometimes, and it discourages you from buying a figure that you might otherwise enjoy. You know what I mean? And they're not the same. They're not the damn same. You know what I mean? I wish people would stop saying that. The 2021 Godzilla is not the 2024 Godzilla. They're different. The 2021 Kong is not the 2024 Kong. They're different. They look different. There's different things about them. So, you know, I see all of these reviews complaining and discouraging people from buying nice figures if they so choose. Stop doing that to people, you know? Like, if you don't like the functionality of it and you want to say that it's poor articulation or poor functionality or QC issue, go ahead. Do that all day. You're entitled to do that. You know what I mean? But if you're going to complain about the look of a figure and try to say it's the same thing as before and you don't need to get it when it's not, you know, then you're just misguiding people. You know what I mean? And you're misguiding people that probably trust you and like to watch your reviews, you know? And this figure is awesome, so haters be damned. Let's pose this sucker. Yeah. It's just a monkey doing monkey things. That's the bottom line. So we're going with the walk on all fours pose first because he obviously can do it. And it's very cool that he could do it. And it looks great. Look at how expressive that this face is and these eyes. I quite like the closed mouth face. It shows a very, like, almost human element to Kong. Very, very expressive facial expression right there. So, yeah, that looks quite nice. Kong pose on all fours. Awesome. Let's move on. Of course, you could recreate this pose from the movie. I love it, man. I had to bring Suko out, you know. Usually I bring other figures out later on, but for this pose, it's only fitting that I have Suko out. And it's so cool. So you see here, this is basically the hand that grips with the axe and the open hand. You know what I mean? So you can give him those poses that are basically straight out of the movie. And that just looks awesome, man. This is what I love about SH Monsterarts. The posability is just fantastic. There's so much you could do with these figures. You know what I mean? People get too nitpicky, but you could pose this guy great in so many awesome different ways, you know? So, and I love that, you know? So, yeah, this looks great. So that's just one pose. And we'll show you some more. All right, that looks amazing, man. You could get this thing into some really nice action shots. And just take a look at the paint job. Take a look at some of the dry brushing. It's really the paint job on this is very rich. It's nice. It's a good blending. It's a good dry brushing, a good dusting on it to really make it look like fur. And I love that. Look at that. Look at this action pose, man. That's just awesome. And of course, we have the closed mouth head. The eyes are very well done here also. The teeth are okay. They're okay. They probably could have been a little bit better, and the tongue could have probably been a little bit more realistic looking. Just looks flat and round, but, you know. And the beard is very nice. I feel like the beard is probably a little more detailed on the closed mouth figurehead than it is on this one. But it's still nice, you know. This is a pissed off, basically a fighting stance, fighting look to Kong right here with this. This is, you use the open mouth for that, you know what I mean? And that just looks fantastic. And like I said, you could switch hands. I have the hand that grips the axe with a closed fist right here. So, and that's really nice. Of course, you can see it's regular SH Monsterarts articulation. I'm not going to sit here and jerk every ball joint for you like other people do. That's just ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? Here's the overall look of the figure. You'll see it in some poses. You can see what bends where. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing videos like God's Box, where that's the purpose of the video, then that's a different story. If it's just a regular figure review, I don't have time for that. I'll pose it for you, and we'll talk about it, and I'll show you poses that look nice, but you're not going to have an idea of what it does until you have it in your own hands, so it really doesn't matter how I pose it. You know what I mean? So, but this has excellent articulation. Just take my word for it. What's also really nice is you could get both grip hands around the axe and have that, you know, that jumping scene with Kong jumping with the axe, which is cool. I don't have a stand to do it on, so I'm just holding it. But I could just show you how how both of those hands grip around the axe, and you could put them in that pose, which is awesome. And I'll just show you how that looks with him standing and holding it. You know, which is awesome. That's so cool that you could grip it with both hands. Looks awesome, man. Have fun. Have fun when you're collecting figures. You could gripe too, you know what I mean? But this is a really cool figure. Does it have its flaws? Yeah, it probably has some flaws. You know what I mean? Like, for one, probably the paint is a little too gray on the open mouth head as compared. It doesn't look like it blends well with the rest of the figure. It does, like, kind of from the top of the head, but it is gray. I mean, his beard is gray, so, but it's just, I find it to clash slightly with the browns and the rest of the figure. I do happen to like the closed mouth head better. I think it's just a more expressive. Although this is cool, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's dope that you could get him to grip the axe. All right, next pose. You could also get him in this pose with the two open hands. Awesome, man. Like, nah, I don't want no. Godzilla's charging him, about to give him the Roman Reigns spear through the pyramid, you know? No, hold up. You got the Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake hands. Yeah, I don't want no parts. Godzilla just wasn't trying to hear anything in that movie, man, you know? He just straight tackled him, straight speared him. Acknowledge me. Kong's like, yo, I don't want no beef. We got to go down there. I love that, man. That's great that you can recreate this with these figures, you know. And that's what these figures should do for you. They should bring you happiness. They should bring you joy. You know what I mean? You don't have to be such a stickler, you know. This is a great, great figure. I recommend it highly. And here you could do a sitting down pose with Kong touching his infected tooth. You got a toothache. Awesome, though. I really, really like the closed mouth head better. You know, it's painted better. It's more expressive. I love that, man. That's so awesome. You could even get him to do some sign language. Home, home. So awesome, man. Wow. I love, that's what's good about SH Monsterarts, though. Like, there's so much you could do with the figures. Awesome, awesome stuff. So, yeah, you could pretty much pose them in the look that's on the back of the box. There's another pose for you, which looks awesome. And here's another shot from the back of the box. So cool, man. Awesome, bro. Looks great. Of course, you could get him in a really nice beating on his chest pose. Awesome, man. Look at that. That looks amazing. Yeah, this figure is very well done. Screw what anybody says. Tell you, oh, you don't need this, you don't need this. Yeah, bullshit, man. I do need it. I need me some Kong. How could you not need this? It's an awesome, awesome figure by SH Monsterarts. Like, do not sleep on how cool this is. You know? And it's certainly different than the other Kong in quite a bit of ways. We also have some scarring on his back here. I don't know. I guess that's screen accurate, but I'm not sure. I don't know where that came from. So, kind of interesting there. But awesome, man. That's fantastic. Of course, you get him in a nice roaring pose like that when he was in Scar King's lair and they roared at each other after Scar King killed the other ape and kicked him into the lava. You know, awesome. Let's get a side view of that. There we have him with Scar King, the 6-inch Playmate Scar King, which he scales pretty well with. But if you want to just recreate that scene, awesome. And he scales quite nicely with Giant's Shimo and Playmate's Suko. You know, and you could have him with the open hand petting Shimo underneath his chin there. You could just recreate that shot. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So much fun. This figure is so much fun. You could do so much with Kong, you know. Kong is very expressive. That's why they make him the lead character in these movies. You know what I mean? The best actor in Godzilla X Kong was Kong. You know? So, you know, it's funny. I wonder if a CGI ape can win actor of the year. Yeah. But anyway, really, really nice, folks. Scales really nice with the Giant Shimo. Giant Shimo scales great with the 6-inch figures. You know what I mean? Except for Godzilla. Godzilla needs to be a little bit bigger, but it's awesome how you could, you know, SH Monsterarts gives you the ability to recreate scenes from the movie with their excellent posability. All right, so here we go. We have the GVK and GXK Kongs. And as you can see, you know, they are different. They're similar, but they are different. This has a better chest area and more defined muscles. The articulation is slightly better on the 2024, especially in the arms. And the paint jobs are quite different. This is more brown. This is on the darker, almost dark brown, almost black, and much more gray in it. You could see here, let's just show you the axes are slightly different. This one here might have slightly more detail on it. They're about the same, but I think, yeah, that goes a little more detailed on it as far as the axe goes. The axes are different shades and different colors. I believe this one looks a little bit better, honestly. But both nice. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's two different Kongs. It's two different movies. This is the legendary Kong, so it's going to look similar. The figures are probably going to be similar from SH Monsterarts because Kong didn't change all that much. He just got a little older. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how much different do you want the figure to be from the last one when it's the same Kong? You know, they did the right things. They made his beard a little, like longer and grayer. You know, they changed certain things. They gave him, obviously, you could see more scars. They changed the look of his fur to represent an older Kong. So, and both of these boxes are very well done, by the way. They represent, obviously, the color scheme from GVK and GXK. Monsterverse has beautiful color schemes for their movies. So, and, you know, SHM reflects that in the boxes, which are very nice. So, I'm happy to have two Kongs, a 2021 Kong and a 2024 Kong. You know what I mean? If you have the 2021 Kong, you do not have the 2024 Kong. It's not the same thing. Got it? So there we go. You could actually recreate the scene from the box. Now these boxes go together to make one long nice picture, which is awesome. It was that way for the 2021 as well, although I happen to think these look better. I like the color scheme better for GXK. But yeah, you want to recreate the pose that's on the box, you can do that. And, you know, these are two very, very nice figures that I highly recommend. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let anybody act like these are the same things. They're not. They're two completely different figures, and they're both very, very nice. Awesome, well worth the money. I'm so happy to have both of them. They're just quality figures with excellent paint job, excellent articulation, a bunch of accessories, and it's just fantastic, man. I love it. I can't get enough of it. SH Monsterarts is really putting out some nice figures lately. I don't care what people are saying, you know what I mean? The last several SH Monsterarts figures I've gotten were all fantastic. These two included. So, you know, how could you not? If you collect figures, if you collect SH Monsterarts, how could you not want their figures for Godzilla X Kong if you like the movie and you're a Godzilla or Kong fan? You know what I mean? This is a must-buy. Anybody telling you you don't need this is straight up crazy. Look at how nice these figures are. Awesome, man. Of course, if you want to have them running next to each other, you could do that too. You know? Excellent. Alright, now we're going to show you how he scales with all of these other Kongs that I own. So this is him in the middle right here. And you can see there's just a wide variety. These are all my Kong figures currently. So building up quite a nice collection of Kongs. So, alright, so that'll just give you a look at the scale compared to all of these others. Playmates, other SH Monsterarts, Funko Pops, Empire Toys. We got a bunch of different Kongs here, bootlegs, everything. So, Titan Tech Kong back there, you know. So, I'm very, very happy to add another Kong to the mix. Alright, so that's about it, folks. That's the SHM Kong 2024 from Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. A fantastic figure, in my opinion. I would snap it up while you get a chance. Because this is quality, man. This is a quality figure. I happen to like it very much. And if you just see here, as I'm just scanning through it, it's a hell of a paint job on this guy. I really, really love it. I highly recommend this. If you guys want this, go out, get you some Kong. And I will be back with another review. And see you guys again shortly. Peace out, fellas.